Yoga Club. Hello! Now, we all bring something special to the world, and in this week's Yoga Club we celebrate our differences and uniqueness. No two humans are exactly the same. Even identical twins have differences. To demonstrate how wonderfully unique we all are, I have some delightful messages and shout-outs here. Hello and thanks to Advaith, who suggested a wildcat yoga adventure. That's a nice one. And to Levi, happy 5th birthday for November the 6th, Levi. It was great to hear how much you enjoyed the Dragons and Dinosaurs Yoga Club. I'd like to do more dragons too, so I'm working on a new yoga adventure all about them. It sounds like you and your little sister Avalon have a nice time together, and even though she might get in your way sometimes, it's great that you play together and that you love her. Thanks for the awesome pictures too. Lily is a fan of the Cosmonoculars and is hopeful for a Frozen 2 adventure. I need to watch it, Lily. And James in Monroe, Louisiana, thank you for your letter. I'm glad to hear that you're a fan of all the fun super yogas, the Halloween episodes and the Trolls adventure. It sounds like you and your brother Peter, who likes to write his name in capital letters, have a really fun yoga time, doing yoga together and doing lots of namasteing, especially if you have to keep rewinding it for him if he misses it. And happy birthday to Peter for November the 14th and to you for December the 10th. My birthday happened ages ago in May, but it was lovely and sunny then, so that was nice. Wonderful suggestion, by the way, of doing a If You Give a Mouse a Cookie as a yoga story. I think that's a great story. Such a good message too. Plus, I haven't done an adventure about a mouse yet. Could be time. And thanks to Yehuda and Ellie for getting in touch. Love that you're keeping up the Saturday morning yoga routine. And B, who is 6, in Michigan. I'm glad you enjoy the yoga, B. Gabriel has been busy not only with all the Halloween yoga, but also drawing all the poses, labelling them, and sending me a picture of his drawing too. Thank you, Gabriel. Amazing work. Hello to Najamba in Africa, who is a fan of the yoga, and Leana, who is 5 and in particular likes the Halloween themed yoga videos. Big shout out and thank you to Mrs. Miles' Year 2 class, who have come up with some amazing new ideas for yoga adventures. Superheroes are on their way in January. Mario and Princesses, they're on the app. And Minecraft and Mermaids, check those out on our YouTube channel. I'm yet to tackle Roblox as a yoga adventure, but I'll have a little look at that juicy nugget of an idea. Thank you very much for that. Wonderful to hear from Mum Amanda with her sons, Charlie, who is 4.5, and Henry, who is just 1.5, and have been enjoying the yoga. They're requesting Winnie the Pooh, I love that, as well as Toy Story, just like a few others have, and Thundercats, which I grew up watching, so I'm a big fan of that. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Hello to Evie in India, who is a huge fan of K-pop and would like that to feature in a yoga video. Well, what a collaboration that would be. And Anushka, who would like an adventure where all the Disney princesses meet each other and say hello. What a nice idea. Well, what a wonderful range of beautiful people you all are. And I thank you for so many kind words, as well as some great ideas there. Now, just while we're here, and I have you, and have you started Yoga Quest yet? Some of you have, some not. Well, for those that have, good for you. You are awesome. And for those that haven't yet started, it's super easy to join. Go to cosmickids.com/Yoga Quest and you get your maps. You'll be all set. So now is the time. Let's get ready to rock the rainbow that is all of us and celebrate our differences with Yoga Club. Hello everyone, welcome to Cosmic Kids. I'm Jamie and this is your place for yoga, stories and fun. It's easy. Just copy the moves I do and enjoy the adventure. Now we always start in the same way, and that's by sitting on our bottoms with our legs crossed and bringing our hands together at our heart and saying our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Now we're ready to begin. I can't wait to find out who our story's about today. So let's have a look through the cosminoculars, bringing our thumbs and fingers together, putting them over your eyes to have a look through. Wow! What pretty colours! All those swooshes and swirls. Wow! Lovely shapes. Can you see the picture? Oh, I think I can. Oh yes, look! It's a dodo! It's Dodgson the Dodo. What's Dodgson doing? He's doing yoga. He's doing boat pose. Wow, everyone, we're off to meet Dodgson the Dodo. Now, Dodgson the Dodo is a bird. Standing up, take your feet hip distance apart and fold halfway forward. Take your wings down to the floor and then spread them wide like you're a swooping bird. But Dodgson the Dodo has only got little wings that are at the side of his body, so he's a bit like a penguin and he can't fly. Now, dodos are also extinct. Extinct means they used to live here on our lovely planet, but now there are none left, just like the dinosaurs. Jumping your feet wide, fold forward to grab your ankles, and let's do a clomp, 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 like a dinosaur. Standing up. Now, to go and visit Dodgson, we have to go 500 years back in time. So we're going in a time machine. Spread your arms wide, then join your palms over your head. Let's get in. We come to all fours and we reach forward with one hand and two hands and one leg and the other leg. Now we need to switch our time machine on. So we sit with our legs out forward and we get ready to twiddle our knobs, bending our knees a little bit to help us lean forwards. Ready? Here we go. There we go. We're all ready to go 500 years back in time. Time for takeoff. We bend our knees up and put our hands behind us. And we count down from 5 to blast off, lifting our hips. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! We lie down on our backs and we lift our legs up to the air, arms stretched out to the sides. Wow, we're going back in time! Can you hear that noise? That's the sound of the ticking time machine clock. Sitting up, everyone, cross your legs. Let's do our tick-tock mindfulness rhyme. Ready? Tick-tock like a clock until I find my centre. Did you find it? Yay! That means we've landed. Coming to our knees, tuck yourself up into a tiny little landing ball. Ooh. As we sit up, pop, we pop out of our time machine. And there waiting for us is Dodgson the Dodo. Yay! He's such a sweet little bird. He's got 2 very long legs. Sitting on your bottoms, stretch out one leg, stretch out 2. 2 little long legs. Very nice. He's got a very long neck, sitting with your neck very tall. And a lovely little yellow beak. And he's got a fluffy body. Fluffy, 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 with 2 little wings at the side. And the only thing that Dodgson can say is, coming to your knees, do-do-do-do-do-do, Dodgson. Oh, Dodgson, you're great. Dodgson is a very happy little dodo. But he wasn't always this happy. When Dodgson was little, he didn't know who he was or where he belonged. He tells us the story of how his life began. He started life in an egg. Sitting on your bottoms, bend your knees and give them a big hug. Now, can you lift up one toe? Ooh, maybe 2. And balance like a little cosmic egg. Yes, it was time for Dodgson to hatch out of his little egg. Coming onto your tummies, take your hands underneath your shoulders and wiggle, 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 wiggle out of your egg. He looked around,
looking for his mummy or his daddy or his brothers or sisters, but there was no one there. Dodgson knew that he needed to protect himself and keep warm, so he built himself a nest. Lying down on your tummy, looking down to the floor, kick your feet towards your bottom and reach around to grab your ankles. Then as you smell the flowers, lift up into a nest shape. Yay! Now Dodgson woke up one morning, stretching his little wings up above his head. Oh! And sitting up and doing a big yawn. Oh! Today, he was going to set off to find out who he really was and where he really belonged. He'd seen the birds flying above him in the sky and thought, maybe I'm one of them. So he set off to go and find one to talk to, waddling through the forest. Crouching up on your tiptoes, he waddled through the forest. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, Dodgson. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, Dodgson. He came to a rainbow tree, standing up, putting one foot on top of the other, and your hands together at your heart. Now grow your tree up tall and open your big colourful branches, twinkling your fingers. Now I wonder how strong you rainbow trees are today. I wonder if I can blow you down. You stay tall and strong, and I'll have a go. Ready? Do-do-do-do. Oh my goodness! You are super strong today. But can you do it on the other side? Let's try. Standing with your other foot on top now and your hands together at your heart. Grow your tree up tall. Open your branches. Are you ready? Here I come. Doopy-doopy-doo. No, I can't blow you down. You're too strong. Now living in this rainbow tree is a whole flock of birds of paradise. Standing all the way forward, take your wings down low and flutter them up and down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Dodgson looked up and thought, I'm going to ask them. Maybe I'm a bird of paradise. With his wings on his side, he sat up tall and he said, Do-do-do-do-do-do, Dodgson. But all he heard from up in the tree was a titter, wrapping your arms around yourself, and a laugh, wrapping the other way. Dodgson thought he'd better ask again, so he sat up tall and asked his question. Do-do-do-do-do-do, Dodgson. But all he heard again was a titter and a laugh. Then all of a sudden, down in front of him flew a bird of paradise. It landed and looked right at him, cocking her head one way, look, and the other way, look. She then said to Dodgson, Go away. Go and find your own tree and your own family. Bye-bye. And she flew back up into the tree. Dodgson sat back and hung his head. He didn't like being laughed at. But then he thought, well, at least I know I'm not a bird of paradise. He wasn't going to let this stop him. He wanted to continue his search. So he came to the river. He was feeling rather hot, so he did a big dive in to cool off. Standing up, lift your arms up above your head and dive all the way forwards into the river. Sploosh! Coming down onto your tummy, he started to swim. As he was swimming, he thought, hang on, I'm swimming. Maybe I'm a swimming bird. Putting your hands underneath your shoulders, lift yourself up. Up ahead, he could see these tall pink birds standing on one leg. Yes, that's right, flamingos. He thought, maybe I'm a flamingo. And he swam right up to the first one he could see. Quick, I'm going to ask. He got right in front of the flamingo, got into position, and in his most delighted, polite dodo way, he asked his question. Do-do-do-do-do-do, Dodgson? The flamingo was standing elegantly, her long neck and beak on one leg, trying not to wobble. She looked down at the little funny creature. and pretended not to see him, so hopped around to face the other way. Dodgson thought, oh, maybe she didn't hear me. So he asked again, coming to your knees, arms on your side. Dodgson. The flamingo wanted to get rid of this little creature once and for all. Standing up, turning to the back, lifting up your long neck and beak. Standing on one leg, she hopped around to face him, then put her leg down, brought her wings together and bent her knees to look down at him. She looked carefully. Then a look of confusion came over her face as she said, "Go away. You don't belong here. We are flamingos and you are..." She stopped, still looking confused. "Not a flamingo." And then she hopped around to face the other way again. Oh, poor Dodgson. He sat down and thought, well, at least I know I'm not a flamingo. From there on, Dodgson got more and more confused. He asked a snake, coming up to your knees, arms on your side. Dodgson. But the snake had never heard anything more silly. Coming onto your tummy, hands underneath your shoulders, strong legs, lift yourself up. The snake said, "Slow, silly, sausage, it's not a snake." Dodgson got the message. He then asked a monkey, coming up to your knees, arms on your side, little wings. Dodgson. He was quite excited about being a monkey, but the monkey had never seen anything like a dodo and jumped out of his skin. Coming up onto your tippy toes. After 3, do a big monkey jump. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wah! Clearly he wasn't a monkey. Dodgson then asked a lion. Oh, coming to your knees, arms on your side. Dodgson. Luckily, the lion had just had his lunch, but didn't want to be bothered by this funny little thing, so did a big roar to scare him away. 1, 2, 3. The last animal Dodgson asked was an elephant. He stood up on his little knees, wings at the side, and looked at the elephant and said, Dodgson. The elephant had never heard anything more funny in her life. Standing up, legs as wide, and take your little hand behind you for a tail. She lifted her trunk up into the air and did a big trumpety laugh. Swinging off, she couldn't believe what she was hearing. Dodgson was feeling a little bit sad. He'd asked everyone, and none of them had helped him. All of a sudden, coming towards him, was another bird. It had 2 long legs, a fluffy body, 2 little wings, a long neck. Could this be? But as it came towards him, standing with your legs wide, crisscross your fingers behind your back, it folded forward. And out from behind it fanned a huge fan of beautiful turquoise and blue feathers, each with a big eye on the top. This was a peacock. Dodgson came up and he put 1 foot forwards and 1 foot back. He put his little wings behind him and he did a big deep bow. He then felt he ought to do it on the other side as well, because this was a very special bird. So he put the other foot forward and the other foot back, and he did it again. Then he had to do it. He asked his question, coming down to your knees. Take your wings to your side. Dodgson. The bird sat down with its big peacock feathers falling down behind it, drawing its little feet together and spreading its knees wide. It pressed its shoulders back and its chest forward, and it looked straight at Dodgson as he said, "I am a peacock, and you are a dodo. You are Dodson the Dodo. Now, Dodson, you are the best at being you. You do not need to go and see to be someone else, some other animal, because only you can be the best dodo. Only you can be the best Dodgson. You are perfect, just as you are." As Dodgson heard these words, he relaxed, and his heart filled with joy and love. He closed his eyes as finally he felt peace. He felt at home. He didn't need to try and be like anyone else anymore. He was perfect, just as he was. Now we lie back and we think about this journey that Dodgson has been on, and we let our bodies rest and relax down. And just as Dodgson is the best at being him, we are the best at being ourselves. We never need to feel like we need to be like someone else. We are perfect, just as we are. We can be whatever we want to be. And we lie feeling that stillness, that peace, that contentment to just be. Slowly now we start to wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes, and we give our knees a big cuddle, maybe giving them a kiss too. We roll over onto our sides and we come up to sit with our legs crossed. We bring our hands together at our hearts and we finish just the way we started with our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Well done, everyone. Thanks for coming on Dodgson the Dodo's adventure. You were great. I hope you had fun, and I hope you come back soon for another Cosmic Kids adventure. Bye-bye. Today, we will use affirmations to help ourselves feel stronger and more confident. To do that, we're going into the rainbow tunnel. Let's begin, coming into our dog pose. Down onto your knees, take your hands forwards, tuck your toes and lift your hips up to the sky. This is the beginning of the tunnel and we need to wiggle in on our tummies. Coming down onto your knees, lower to your belly, then curl your shoulders up as you wiggle inside. We come to the first colour, which is red, where we see an amazing elephant. Coming up to stand in your elephant pose. Take your feet a little bit wider, your hand up to make a trunk, and your other hand behind you like a little tail. We trumpet like an elephant. Awoo! And again. Awoo! Coming all the way up. The elephant looks at us and says, "Today you will be strong." We bring our hands together at our hearts and we say it back. "Today I will be strong." And we move on. Coming back onto your bellies, everyone, all the way down. We curl our shoulders up and we wriggle in a bit further into the rainbow tunnel, where we come to orange. Here we see a dolphin. Coming up high on your knees, everyone, and clap your fins together. We crisscross our fingers, come down onto our elbows, and we move forwards and backwards, like we're diving through the waves with our dolphin friend. The dolphin stops and it sits up high and it says, "Today you will make something awesome."
We sit back on our heels, bring our hands to our hearts, and we say, today I will make something awesome. We carry on through the tunnel, coming back down to our bellies, curling our shoulders up to wriggle in a little bit further. And we come to the yellow area where we meet a lion. The lion does an amazingly loud roar. Coming onto your knees, everyone. After 3, big loud roar with your tongue sticking out. Like that. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. The lion says to us, today you will have confidence. We bring our hands to our hearts and we say it back. Today I will have confidence. And we carry on through the tunnel, coming back down onto your tummies, hands under your shoulders, roll yourself up and wiggle in a little bit further. Now we come to the green area. Sitting up tall, put your legs out long. We see a mermaid. She swishes her tail around to one side, puts one hand on her knee, takes the other hand behind her and looks over her shoulder. She looks back at us and she says, ooh la la. Then she swishes her tail round to the other side, puts her other hand on her knee, looks up and over her shoulder, sitting up very tall. Then she looks at us and she says, today you will be full of love and light. We cross our legs in front of us. We bring our hands together and we say it back. Today I will be full of love and light. And we carry on through the tunnel. Back onto our tummies, everyone, curling all the way up as we wiggle on through into the blue, where we meet a Tweety bird. Coming up onto your knees, nice and high, arms wide. Wrap your arms and move your elbows up and down as you go tweet, 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 tweet. Arms wide, wrap them the other way. The Tweety bird says to us, today you will speak kindly and honestly. We sit back. We bring our hands to our heart and we say it back. Today, I will speak kindly and honestly. And we carry on through the rainbow tunnel. Back onto your bellies, everyone, to wiggle in a little bit further, where we come to the indigo area, where we meet a cat. Come up onto all fours, walking your knees in, bringing your hands under your shoulders so you're in a nice straight line. The cat arches its back and then dips its belly down to wiggle waggle its tail as it says, today you will try something new. We sit back on our heels again, bring our hands to our hearts and we say it back. Today I will try something new. And we carry on. Back onto your tummies, everyone, wiggling through a little bit further. And we come to the last area, the violet area, where we meet an owl. Coming up to sit on your knees, bring your hands in between your knees. As you lift up, say toot. As you lower down, say too. And again, toot, too. The owl says to us, today you will be great. We bring our hands together at our hearts and we say it back. Today I will be great. We stop here for a moment, taking our hands down onto our lap, turning our palms up and closing our eyes. We breathe. And as we breathe and sit here, we believe all of the words that we have said to ourselves today to make all of those things come true. We open our eyes. The rainbow of confidence has worked. Have a good day, everyone.
The Cosmic Kids Yoga Pose Universe. Hero pose.
coming down to kneel. We take our feet wide with our hands in front to support us. Now we wiggle our bottom down in between our ankles, keeping our toes pointing backwards. We crisscross our fingers in front of us, turn them inside out and raise them up above our heads, sitting like proper heroes. Now, if that's a bit ouchy on your knees, you can change it. You can bring your hands forward, lift your bottom up, scoot your feet back together and sit back on your heels. Yes. Crisscross those fingers again, turn them inside out and lift them up above your head. Well done, everyone. Now, hero pose is very good for stretching your legs, your thighs and your ankles and feet. It's wonderful. And it also makes you feel like a proper hero. Woo! It's working! Hero pose. Peace out. Rainbow waterfall. Hello, Jamie here. Welcome to Peace Out. Your place to feel cosmically calm and ready for anything. To make your peace out work brilliantly, it's important that you feel super comfortable. So, let's do that now. Find yourself a spot. You can lie on your back, or your front, or your side, or just sit. You decide. Find what feels good, and then get settled. Do any last fidgets or wriggles? That's it. Just so you feel happy to be still for a few minutes. That's all it is. Just a few magic minutes, and your body and brain will be a bit stronger. If you do a few minutes every day, you'll soon start to notice how much happier and stronger you feel. Maybe try it for a few days and see for yourself. I really like it. Let's get ready to open the special door in our mind so we can go on a fun journey. Start with your eyes open and take some big, deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. That's it. And the next time you breathe out, let your eyes softly close. Well done. Now, make sure your body is as floppy as can be. Your arms and legs so heavy that if I picked them up, they would feel like cooked spaghetti. That's super floppy. Now you're as floppy as can be and your eyes are closed. Listen to the words and follow the journey, letting the pictures appear in your mind. And if you can't see anything in your mind right away, don't worry. Just be peaceful. Breathe. Keep listening. And after a while, they will start to appear.
Now we begin. You are standing in a forest. Everywhere you look, you see trees. Tall and sturdy brown tree trunks, with branches covered in bushy green leaves. The sunlight peeps through the leaves of the trees, making it look so magical. You hear rustling and see a little squirrel busy looking for something in the fallen leaves on the ground. Maybe she is making a nest, or looking for food, you think. She finds whatever she was looking for and darts up one of the huge tree trunks, running up the tree bark to her home in the trees. You carry on following the path that winds through the forest. It leads you to the side of a little stream. The water trickles along, bubbling and babbling over the pebbles. Where is it going, you wonder? You keep following alongside it on the path, and the water flows even faster. Now you see where it's going. You hear it too. It whooshes over a big rock, making the most beautiful waterfall, which lands in a pool below. You climb down the side of the waterfall and sneak in behind the falling water to stand on a flat rock right behind it. Here you see the sunshine meet the waterfall and make an amazing rainbow right before your eyes. You take a breath and step forward into the waterfall, and you feel the rainbow wash over your body. The water feels fresh and cool, and the colours, oh, the colours, they bring a magical warmth. You feel each colour run through you. Each one feels different. Notice how they feel in your body now. First, the red. Then orange. Now the yellow. And the green. Blue. Indigo. And lastly, violet. All the colours. You feel them all as they wash and flow through you. Your body feels lighter and sparkles as your worries disappear. Now you step back from the rainbow waterfall, feeling peaceful and clear. You're all dry too. It's magic. You smile and remember how the colours made the different feelings inside you. It's good to notice your feelings and also see where they come from. Your time here at the Rainbow Waterfall has helped you learn a bit more about your feelings, and maybe even notice where in your body you felt them. It's time to return back again. Just notice your body right now, how it feels where you are lying or sitting, where it touches the floor or the chair beneath you. See if you can hear any sounds around you. Take a big breath in and sigh out of your mouth. And gently open your eyes. As you begin to move, have a nice big stretch. And just sit back for a moment. Ah, how is that? After your time doing peace out, maybe you feel a little different to how you did before. Possibly calmer, maybe even a little tired. Well done. Be pleased with yourself for taking this time to give your body and mind a special treat. This is Jamie saying peace out.